and we're going to work out problems together. I'll probably work out most of the problems today for the first lesson, just to kind of get you to get a feel for it. I would encourage you to take notes, but I do send you a copy of the notes at the end. And we're also recording this. So if you miss something, don't worry about it. You can go to the YouTube link later on and figure out what you missed. So any questions for me before we get started here?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, so I'm looking over your most recent, I guess we'd call it a test or quiz or practice here. Are there questions that you want us to go over, or because it looks like you got most of these correct? Is there something you're struggling with?
It's just like, I had like a lot of help from my friends since I'm not that good at math.
Well, let's not make that judgment yet. You might be very good at math. But let's see. Okay.
Well, like I was in 5th grade because like my teacher helped me understand it way more than my teacher now.
Got it. Okay. Well, let's start out with some conversions. We'll start out with some conversions here. We'll just take it slow here. We'll go from let's go from decimal to fraction. I think this could be slightly easier for you. So I'll just give you a starter problem just to see how you do. Do you know how to convert 0.2 to a fraction?
You can put it over 100 and then
the whole number, or just tell me, give me a little more information here, or give me the final answer if you know. Just try with that. No, it's okay if you don't. Also, I just trying to figure out where you're at on this types of problems.
yeah, I don't really know. It's like hard to.
Okay, so let's do this. I want you to write the fraction as 0.2 divided by 1. Okay. Now you can always write a decimal or any number that you see over 1. You can always do that. Okay. Now we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by 10. And we'll talk about why we do that in a moment, but we're just going to do it. What is 1 times 10, Mason? On the bottom here, what is 1 times 10?
10.
10. And how about 0.2 times 10? Can you tell me that?
2.
It's 2. So you might think this is the correct answer, and you wouldn't be far off. Can you reduce this fraction?
Yes.
What number goes into both 2 and 10?
2.
Okay, so if you divide each of these by 2, what are you left with?
It's 1/5.
1/5. Very good. Okay, let's try another one here, or if you need a moment to get this down in your notes, let me know. But let's try another one here. How about 0.65 as a fraction?
Okay. Put it over, like you can put it over 1.
You always start by putting it over 1. Yep. And then what are you going to multiply by? Any idea here?
100.
Yeah. Now, why is it 100 in this problem and only 10 in the previous problem?
Because it takes 2 zeros of the 10th place to move over the 65, and then it only takes 1.
The way I say it, and it's just different, but it's just like you said, is I count the number of decimal positions. If there's 2 of them, I have 2 zeros. Okay, so 65 on top, 100 on the bottom. Are you able to reduce this as a fraction? Can you think of a number that goes into both 65 and 100?
You can divide it by, oh, wait. Let me think.
So just like, for example, you would start with 2. And
2 do 5.
Yeah, 5 works. Now, maybe you know 65 into 5. I'm sure you know the bottom one is 20. What is 65 divided by 5?
It is 12, right?
12 times 5 is 60.
Oh,
13 times
13.
5 is, 65. It's right kind of above that. So it's 13 over 20. And this is your final answer here. Okay, so let me have you try one on your own here. Let's see here, 24 as a fraction. Go ahead and try that for me, please.
Okay. So you do 0.24 over 1.
Yeah, and I want you to work this one out. I'm asking you for the final answer. Like what would go in this box if your final answer is there? I want you to
Oh,
try it
okay.
and let me know what you come up with. If you have questions, please ask. But this is the interactive part of the lesson where you give some problems to try.
Um,
Do you have a final answer for me?
Not yet. I'm almost
Okay,
done.
keep working.
I was kind of doing this in my head, but I'll just use scratch paper.
Yeah, if you don't have paper, please go and grab it. You'll definitely need a pencil. I'm going to have you work out some problems, not all of them today, but some.
So is it um wait, is it 4 over 15?
You're in the right track here. Did you multiply both by 100?
Yeah.
So that's 24 over 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now you just got to reduce this fraction. So like, do
I
you see
did
how?
I reduced it by 6.
Okay, but okay. So here, this is a skill maybe we need to talk about is when you reduce, you always start with 2. Okay, so let's start with 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And the thing is, you just try 2 again. You just try it until it doesn't work. Does 2 go into 12?
Yeah.
Okay, how many times?
6.
And then 50 divided by 2?
25.
25. And this actually is your final answer here.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
you have a question about this?
I mean, all right, let me just process this all out. That's sort of like why I'm like always stuck, since I like go through it way too fast. So I don't remember.
That's normal at your age to do that. One of the things that I'll do with you is a lot of repetition so that you can do problems like this. So let maybe try this problem. Let maybe try 36 divided by 48. I just want you to reduce the fraction here. And I want you to start with 2. I want you to go and divide by 2 until you can't anymore. And writing the
Okay.
number each time.
So first it's 13. Wait, no. It's 20. No.
Half of 36.
Yeah, it's 18
Okay, and then half of 48.
over 24.
Okay, so now you just try it again.
9 over I'm trying to do this in my head. Oh, 12. Sorry.
Oh, okay, good. Now the next number you try when you're reducing fractions is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Can you divide each of these by 3?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Yes.
3 and 4.
Good. Good. Okay. Let's try another one here. That's actually on your, well, I'll just change up here. 0.04 as a fraction.
So
Okay, 0.04 as a,
0.
yep. So you write it over 1. And
Do you want me to explain it, or do you want
I want
me
you to
to
try
go
working this out here, but tell me what you're going to multiply the top and bottom by.
100?
100, yeah. Go ahead and try working this one out, please.
Okay. Is it 1/25th? Hello?
Yes, it's 1/25th. Very good. I heard that. Apologies. I was just looking at your thing here to see if there's another problem we do. Let's try this one. How about 2.5 as a fraction?
I was wondering if, do you think, after a couple of these, do you think you could help me with percentages?
Yes, yes. Yeah, we'll move on. Let's just do one more
So like,
problem. And then,
okay,
so this one you write over 1, just like we did in the previous problem.
yeah,
Okay. Now, how many decimal positions are there?
1,
1. So you multiply top and bottom by
10,
10. So it's 25 over
10.
10. And I want you to try reducing this, please.
Yeah, I know.
So you always start with 2. Does 2 go into both the top and the bottom?
No,
How about 3?
no.
So the next number is 5, and these are prime numbers, by the way. That's how I'm
Mm-hmm.
picking them. We'll talk about that more. Does 5 go into the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay, so we divide.
Do 4
Nope, not 4.
over 2.
Try again.
Oh,
25 divided
5
by,
over 2.
yeah, 5 over 2. Very good. Okay. Now, when you say percentage problems, are you talking about like 20 and 21, like the story problems, or just percentages in general?
Like 200, no, like 7. Well, here's one of my questions on my math quiz. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was 7.5% of like the tax.
Okay. Yeah, we can do
And
that.
I did not do well on that. I know I didn't.
Okay, let's do something. We're going to get to 7.5. We're going to start with something simpler. Okay. So let's say, what's something you've been wanting to buy? Like is there a new video game out there, consoles, skateboard? Like what's on your mind to buy right now?
Huh?
Is there anything you've been wanting to buy lately?
Um, oh, not really.
Not really. Okay. Well, all right. Well, that's good. Okay.
I mean,
let's
I
say,
guess this one game.
okay. So how much are video games right now? 60, 70 bucks still?
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
60/50.
All right, so let's say it's $60, okay, right now. Say that there's a video game for $60 out there, all right? And let's
Mm-hmm.
say that sales tax is 10%, okay? Now, are you able to tell me what 10% of 60 is?
Yeah.
It's okay if you're not, I'm just asking. And if you can, I'd
Is
like,
well, it's 6, right?
it's 6, that's right, very good. So sometimes the numbers are just easy, okay? And then you add those together and you get your price, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what you're asking. You're like, hey, yeah, maybe I want a $60 video game, but it's 8.2% sales tax. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing you have to be able to do is convert percentages to decimals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to do that, you move the decimal left 2 times. Move decimal left 2 times. So it goes left once, left again twice. And I think of these as like egg crates or egg positions, and you put a 0 in that missing position. So 8.2% sales tax is really 0.082. 0.082. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to multiply that by 60. So you have to take 60 and multiply it by 0.082. Now, are you allowed to use a calculator, or is this all by hand?
It's all by hand.
Okay, very good. So we put the larger number on top, 60, the smaller number on the bottom, 0.082. So the larger goes on top, smaller goes on the bottom. Now, what goes in these positions where I haven't put any numbers?
Zeros.
Zeros. Now, when you multiply, there's going to be a lot of things going on here, but let's just multiply these together. Okay. Do you need help with this, or is this one you'd like to try on your own?
I'm not great at decimals, but I can try.
So pretend like there's no decimals. Don't even worry about them. Just multiply 2 times each of
With the
these.
decimal. I want to try it with the decimal.
So the decimal does not affect the answer. It's just we'll get to it.
Yeah, you just put it down
Yeah.
where it is.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. But
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and give this a try.
I need to do some paper. I cannot see now.
Okay, let's do. Let me just walk you through this problem, because I want to not have you spend all your time on one problem here. So there's a lot of
I'm almost
zeros.
done.
Okay. And that was the problem with this, is there's so many zeros, it's sometimes overwhelming.
Okay. Is
Okay.
it? Wait. Is it? Well, yeah. I don't. It's a lot of zeros, so it's. Is it? Oh, I got it wrong.
Yeah, and let me just show you what to do from here, and so that you maybe look back at this later. You count the number of points, decimal points. Do you see how there's 3 and another 3? That's 6 total. You move
Oh
your
wait, no. I just accidentally. What is it called? I accidentally did the one of the multiplying wrong.
Okay. And that's really important, though, that you move the decimal the right number of positions. So we should start with it. We should do a simpler problem here next to better understand this, but you should get 4.92.
I did it.
That's okay. We're going to refresh here. We're going to refresh.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to refresh here. We want to do 25% of 40.
I do. But also I do it kind of different than you do it.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that. Well, that's okay. There's many ways to do this. I'm going to just prompt you some questions here. What is 25% as a decimal?
It is 0.25.
0.25. So the word of means multiplication, 40. Okay, so just like in the previous problem now, you have to take 40, the larger number, and multiply it by 0.25. Okay, do you want to give this one a try?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not great with decimal times, and so
it's okay. Practice is, we're just work on this through practice.
yeah, no, this is definitely not right.
It's not, it's really not too bad because most of the answers are 0. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times the next 0 is 0, 5 times the third 0 is 0, 5 times 4 is 20. And then you add a 0 for the second, for the tens, and then you go 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2 times 4.
I
So it's
think
just,
it's just yeah, like
okay. All right, so let
that's
me,
what I got.
oh, good, good. So now you add vertically.
I think. Yeah, wasn't it 1,000? Wait,
Well, it's 1 with 5 zeros.
so you yeah, I'm not that great.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll pick up the thing here. So you count the number of zeros. I'm sorry, the number of decimals. How many decimals are there in both of these numbers?
2.
2 and 2, which makes 4. And that's how many times you move the decimal over. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4. So you move your decimal over 4 times, and your final answer is 10.
2. Oh, wait, that makes way more. Wait, but if you multiply 40 times, wait, how does it lower?
Because you're only taking 25%. If you wanted exactly 40, it would be 100%.
Oh,
So 25% is a quarter of 40.
oh, that's better.
Okay, let's try one more here. We gotta do this one real quick. What is 5% of 8? Okay. What is 5% as a decimal?
It's 0.5.
Remember, you have to move the decimal left 2 times.
Oh yeah, so 50 is 0.5 and so
Right.
5 is
0.05
0.05.
times 8. Yeah. So now you take the 8 and you multiply it by 0.05 and you put zeros here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times the other 0 is 0. 5 times 8 is 40. And then you're done. Because the next one is 0 times everything.
And then
Now
you move it 4 places, so it's just 4.
that's
I know, it's 0.4.
0.4. Yeah. And that's something you might see on a standardized test prep problem. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. There's your decimal, and your answer is
Yeah,
4.
another thing I had, I think, was 220% of like 74 or something.
Yeah. Well, Mason, we are completely out of time. It goes pretty quick on these half-hour sessions. So I'll send you an email with the notes, and you'll get a link to the screen recording. And I guess we'll get to work again next week. And look forward to helping you. But that is it for tonight.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. See you next time. Bye now.
It'll probably help me a lot.